Well, hey there, it's Rebekah R. Jones, and I am going to talk to you about tracing in your Bible. I have a lot of free downloads like this that you can get in my lessons throughout my site, and I find that a lot of people struggle with how to take something that is traceable and then trace it into your Bible. So, a few tips here, and let's get started. Firstly, there are a few free options that you can use which are not that effective but will do in a pinch. One thing you can do is get yourself a pencil, take a download, flip it over to the back side, and then attempt to trace a perfect backwards image of what you see. And then when you flip it over, you can run over the top of your surface like this, and it will transfer what you see here down through onto here. One of the troubles with that is that you can end up shifting your paper while you're in the middle of creating, and it will, or tracing, and it will shift your image, or you could get so much graphite on here that it's a bit gross, or you could end up with it pushing straight through to the other side of your paper, and that's all not great. You can do something similar where you actually put some transfer paper, some graphite paper down, and then you put this on top and hope that you've lined it up correctly and go straight over the exact lines, and that will transfer something. That will be pretty permanent and not able to be moved. And again, you can have some trial and error. Maybe it doesn't go very well or whatever, but it is an option. And transfer paper is relatively inexpensive, but when you run out of it, then you've got to buy more. So it is a consumable product. So those are a couple of options. There's more. You can put your ideas into the comments for sure, and how you transfer things. But I want to show you one that is particularly easy, because I find that where people get into difficulty is that here is your Bible paper, and then you're putting this over the top, and now you can't really see what you're trying to accomplish there. So one thing you can do, because Bible paper is so thin, is you can stick this behind, and you can hope that you can see through this enough to be able to trace through. And if you want to do that, keep in mind that you can trace with any product you want. Just keep in mind that if you're using pen, you don't want to stay in one place too long or it will bleed through. If you don't have just the right lighting, you're going to struggle to see through, and as you start to add color, it's going to get harder and harder to see the details of that image. There is something that is perfect for your Bible. Now, I got this little bag from Dayspring, and it holds this little light box absolutely perfect for taking on the go, and it just has three little things in it right here. And it's got the cord, it's got the light box, and it has a power bank, which I've bought separately. Actually, I didn't buy this, YouTube gave this to me. Plug in the cord to the power bank on one side, and then plug in the light box into the other side. And what you end up with is a little pad that will fit absolutely perfectly behind your Bible. So what we're going to do is just lift up the page and then stick this in, and as you can see, it's literally the right size. I used to use a larger sized one, and one of my students found this one, and it's fantastic. So you just push this to turn it on and off, or you can hold it down to get a variable light amount, which is great. So I'm going to just get the brightest setting. Now you've got a system where you can actually line up your artwork absolutely fine, and now you're creating right on the page, which means you can use whatever product you want to trace right into your Bible. And this just means that you've got that quick accuracy. It makes tracing simple, easy, and effective. And all you need to do is avoid this little thing right here, like you saw me just touching. And that's it. Within moments, you can trace what you're seeing into your Bible and be ready to fill in the color. And I feel like any tool that makes creating in the Word less challenging means that we're going to spend more time in the Word. And that, to me, is what it's all about. I hope that you found this tip helpful. If you want to get this LIGHTBOX, I've actually got it linked over in my supplies guide, and I will put a link to that down below the video in the description, so do check that out. And then you can follow along with me with ease as I give you more and more of these free downloads. I hope this has been helpful. Give it a thumbs up if it's helped, and do chat in the comments and let me know what ways you like to trace and if this is something you're going to try out. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.